welcome back to Sealant Plays The Sims Medieval. We got quite a few quests left. I don't know if more will be added as time goes on. But we have quite a selection as per usual. And I think I'm going to do a bounty hunt wild boar. I did plan on going in order because that way I don't have to make a harder decision on what to do. But anyway, a massive wild boar has taken up residence in the nearby forest, gorging itself on wild truffles and charging at anyone foolish enough to disturb it. A bounty is offered to anyone brave enough to slay the beast and bring its tusks back as proof of their deed. We can either slay the boar or save the boar. Ooh. I guess we'll do save the boar. And we're playing with Nico. Enough of these wild boar hunts. Our forest will be depleted of wildlife if hunters keep slaughtering delightful creatures like boars. Maybe I should speak with Royal Advisor Casey and ask her to call off this hunt. Recently, Lady Hanukkah the Great offered a bounty for anyone able to bring down the massive boar which has been terrorizing the kingdom. 1,000 simoleons was enough to attract the attention of bounty hunters and glory seekers to Kazaka. Nico considered the reward, but determined that the life of such a magnificent creature outweighed any compensation Lady Hanukkah could offer. The only challenge, however, was to find the boar before the other bounty hunters and help it escape unscathed. Is there any way for Nico to stop the wild boar hunt? Search for the other hunters, or what about a bounty hunt for wild dragons? I like the second option. Cancel the wild boar hunt. Lady Hanukkah could have you thrown in the pit for such a suggestion. Well, we're risking it. Well then, I will have to stop these other bounty hunters if I have any chance of saving the wild boar. They must be camping outside the forest. This must be the bounty hunters' camp. It reeks of mud and booze. Of course. Perhaps I should resort to brute force to convince these bounty hunters to leave the boar alone. Mercy, mercy, what do you want? Just ask. I'll beat you up. That's what I want. Stop the wild boar hunt. Of course, please don't tell the other hunters about our scuffle. How dare you threaten me if you are searching for the wild boar? We have not yet seen the beast in this forest. This should slow down those other hunters. Now I just need to search the forest myself. Good luck. As she inspected the roots of trees for clues, Nico heard panic shouts coming from somewhere in the woods. Suddenly a young priest in tattered clothes came running desperately through the trees. By the sound of it, something was right at his heels. Help him or hide. We'll be nice. The priest ran up to Nico, barely able to catch his breath. A demon, an orange demon. It attacked me while I meditated outside the small cave near here. I thought the strange color must be a sign from the Watcher, but then I really saw the demon and ran for my life. The terrified priest grabbed onto Nico's shoulders and pulled her closer. Whatever you do, stay away from that cave. You will know you're too close if you see a graveyard with large mushrooms growing on it. Wow, that's intense. It sounds like the wild boar is living in a cave near the graveyard. Hopefully I can get there before the other hunters. This must be the right spot, and these look like mushrooms growing around the graves. Maybe there are truffles inside the cave? Stepping carefully into the dark cave, an unmistakable stench of a wild creature assaulted Nico's senses. Slumped against a large stalagmite, a massive wild boar snored peacefully. A jumble of truffle bits have accumulated near its mouth. Collecting these truffles will persuade the boar to leave the cave, but also might rouse the beast. We could gather. I think we're supposed to. Swiftly and silently, the cave was emptied of every truffle in sight. The treats were gathered into a large sack. The wild boar continued to sleep in spite of the presence of an intruder in its home. Clearly, the creature was utterly incapacitated from its recent truffle binge. Hopefully, the creature would find another kingdom to inhabit after waking it to find its grotto emptied of savory snacks. Quest complete. The wild boar escaped from Kazaka and was spared from the bloodthirsty bounty hunters, who would have guessed that the monstrous boar had only been searching for delicious truffles. We can make another place, though. A mill. Royal Review. As a loyal and productive member of Kazaka, tradesperson livelihood was a boon to the people and thus beholding the bidding of the kingdom. Bloodletter's license or Imperial inspection? We'll do Bloodletter's license, cause I think you get to be the nurse for this one. Even as a doctor, your gory practice is not exempt from royal review. Keep your clinic stocked with medicine, maintain a knowledgeable staff, and establish a good rapport with your patients. If you don't, you might not be able to renew your Bloodletter's license. Looking fondly about her orderly clinic for once not crowded with ailing peasants, the gaze of Bloodletter Maki finally settled on a faded missive posted on the wall near the operation table. Eyeing the faint scrawl and crumbling wax seal Maki's side. It was time again to curry your royal favor, pay her some professional dues, and renew her license. Petition Lady Hanukkah for license renewal. Greetings, Maki. I thank you for your visit and appreciate the formality of your request. However, I cannot blindly sign my name to your renewed license on courtesies alone. I need to make sure that your clinic is still operating with the typical efficiency that we have come to rely upon. You may see my advisor for the particulars. No, I have cured illnesses from untold peasants and mended the gashes of more nobles than I could count. Yet I must now demonstrate my value against Lady Hanukkah in order to renew my license. Okay, let's go back. Before we can authorize the renewal of your license, an audit of the clinic must be performed. Just go about your regular duties, and I have no doubt this will be a trivial test to your incredible talents. Where will Maki begin the renewal process? Educate. My medical archive selects some of the more recent publications in the field of health. This is a great opportunity to catch up on some new reading. Picking your way through the marketplace, you are suddenly accosted by someone who looks exactly like you, wearing the same exact outfit you have on. She thrusts a parcel into your hands and shouts, "There's no time to explain it. Take this and get out of here." She then ran off down the street. I don't want any part of this. You handed the parcel off to a random street urchin and continued on. A short time later, you discovered the same street kid running around snatching goods off of merchants. Throwing around him was a scourge of dire chinchillas. Wow. Now it's time for some hands-on use of my new knowledge. Okay. Give medical consultation to 3 people. The constable's gonna arrest her. Oh, great. You know, for all these quests, I think this one's the hardest one. Great, what am I supposed to do here? Hello? Oh, I was just arrested for a couple hours. Anyway, I'm just gonna go home on my merry way, I guess. Okay, they arrested me again, and I think Maki's gonna be dead. Try to be more careful next time. Quest failed. Okay, well, I might try this quest again later, but I had a hard time completing it for some stupid reason. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the struggle. And yeah, I'll see you all next time in the Sims Medieval video or whatever I make next. Goodbye for now.